wanted to come and say hello. Actually, they wanted to say goodbye. You know, they thought I was on the way out. So I'm very determined. They always opened the front door and ran up the stairs and showed us I'm not going anywhere. But I don't think these days, and the Critic has that sort of power any longer. But in the 1930s, before social media and when newspapers were everyone's source of the truth, theatre critics could be extremely powerful. They could make or break reputations. It was Henry IV Part 2, which is part of the play that I've been doing when I played Falstaff. Well, this was 70 years ago, nearly. And the Marlowe Society that were putting this play up didn't put the names of the actors in the programme. Everyone was anonymous. And the critic from the now defunct News Chronicle said he wishes that he'd know my name because it might well become a name to be remembered. Now, when you read that in a national newspaper and you're 18 and you're just an amateur actor and enjoying himself, just pull you up short. And that day I decided I'd become an actor. So, because of that critic, I wrote to him 20 or 30 years later and said, look, I've always been meaning to thank you for this. He said he couldn't, alas, remember the performance. But with a wary eye, because I think I like to know what the word in the street is. And if you've had a lot of bad reviews, or good ones, it's interesting to know. But of course, the whole business of acting in the theatre is that at 7:30, curtain goes up, all the lights turn on, and you get on with the job. And for that night's audience, and what happened on the first night, irrelevant, recording than trying to give a good performance. Other people might want to climb up a big mountain or read War and Peace, or go and help somebody somewhere, teach somebody something, help someone across the road. Just acting, particularly in the theatre, is totally satisfying. And if I'm not doing it, like at the moment, I think, well, what is life all about? Well, it's at 85, it's a bit late to be asking that question, because I settled with the fact that life for me was acting a long, long time ago. And so the idea of retiring or not being able to work is